off with the wood. The wood took me 3 days. I did all this by hand, a lot of cutting, a lot of sanding. It was well worth it though, because you can't buy something this nice for as cheap as you can buy the wood. Bought the pipe at Home Depot, $8. Everything here is really cheap. I bought a bolt here, all the bolts together, probably around 15 bucks. Welding is free, obviously, because you have a welder. But it's a lot of sheet metal, a lot of working, and a lot of trial and error. But, alright, start off with the pipe. I welded a pipe to a nut. The nut is huge, and it screws into a bolt right here. The bolt is welded onto the square tubing. And inside the square tubing is the mechanism that slides back and forth. So pretty much, you put in the black powder, and then you put bullets, and then right here you put a cap from the back of a bullet. You cut a 22 in half, which I bought. You can buy a whole pack of them, 100 of them for $7 at Home Depot. They're for a nail gun. I put the bullet right in here, which is a hole, and then it goes from a hole, a big hole for this, and then it's very small, which goes into the chamber. So you put in the cap, and then pull the trigger, and the cap sparks the black powder on the other side of the hole, and it shoots the projectile. I'll take it apart so you can see. The way I'm holding it down is I got two nuts right here and right here, which are welded to the pipe to hold down the whole thing. Get into the trigger mechanism. This is pivoted. It's an L shape. This is the trigger right here. How this works is the spring right here, which is in the wood, pushes up right here. By putting pressure right here, when you pull this back, that little thing right there goes through the bottom of the square tube and stops it. So when you pull the trigger, there's nothing to stop that, and it goes forward and hits the cap. The way these are attached are, it's screwed. The square tubing is welded to this big bolt. This big bolt is the one that has the hole in it. And the big nut, which is welded to the pipe. It's really simple. I just have a spring, a powerful spring right here, welded sheet metal on the back. I did all the welding. Took like about a week and a half. A good way to, for black powder, because it's really expensive if you want to buy it online, is you can make it yourself. Stump remover, which is $8 for a pound, and then charcoal is just burnt wood. Find in your fire pit. It's 75% stump remover, 25% charcoal. I made my own right here. You can just mix it in a coffee mixer or a blender. I just use tissue paper for stuffing, and I use fish weights for the bullets. But it's really simple, it's really easy to make. If you have any questions, I can post new videos on up close, or any details I'll answer. On my next video I'm going to be shooting it. You'll see what it really has. Powerful.